Hey guys, Tina here and welcome to the review of Queen of Fire by Anthony Ryan. This is book 3 in his Raven Shadow trilogy, so in case you haven't read the first two books, do not watch this because there might be potential spoilers for those two books, so, proceed with caution. But yes, this is going to be a pretty short review because there are only a few things that I want to touch upon. A lot of what is said in my review of Tower Lord still stands for this book. The formatting is the same. We get to follow multiple characters and they're even more spread out now because the world is even bigger now. We get to see the parts that were only mentioned before and now we travel through them and we meet even more different cultures, and I really like how Ryan incorporated that, so I do appreciate that. But I felt that there's this huge build-up to the climax, and I felt that that build-up sometimes really dragged because yes, some characters really, I think that their parts were really important in learning the background and what was going on, and but I think that it sort of dragged. I honestly think this book could be 50 or more pages, shorter. So yeah, and then my biggest issue is actually with the climax because, I don't know, you read 600 pages and you expect a huge explosion and it's actually resolved sort of in 2 chapters basically, or maybe a bit more, maybe I'm exaggerating. But it really felt sort of lacking, honestly. I mean, you get all these characters that were all over the world and you get them finally into this one place. And then, the story is basically over like that. And I just didn't really think that that was sort of, well, realistic for one. And I don't know, it just sort of felt lacking, that's as I mentioned. I did sort of feel that I would want to see more of the story of this ally, the enemy that they are basically fighting. I mean, we do get tidbits throughout all of these books, but the main story, about this ally, it's in this book, and I wish it could have been introduced a bit earlier so we get to see more of that background. And again, sort of, they defeated him pretty easily. I mean, not that the blood count wasn't huge because, seriously, I mean, so many people were dead, but not just, from the good side, also the bad, kind of the evil side. But really there was just, are there any people left? That was my, where are all these people even coming from? But yeah, and also the woman, the Empress, I thought that also, she was the other enemy, sort of working with the ally. That ended really quickly as well, I thought. So that part of the ending was sort of, well, disappointing, I guess, a bit for me. I did enjoy the final part, after the climax, the resolution sort of. I thought it was really realistically done, for what happened. And I sort of feel, Mr. Ryan, if you're watching, that there were things, loose ends and definite potentials for spin-offs, so I would be really happy if that happened at some point because I do love this world and I know that there's still a huge part of it that's unexplored. And yeah, I mean, I have to say that I did enjoy this trilogy and this book was good. It was definitely not my favorite. I think that by far Bloodsong is the best out of the whole trilogy. That doesn't mean that the trilogy itself is not worth reading, because it is. I really enjoyed it and I do recommend it. But as with every book, you have issues, and I hope that doesn't stop anyone from picking up these books if you're interested in them. But yes, basically that's it for this review. I hope it was somehow helpful and that you do pick these books up because they're worth it. So if you have read this book, do let me know down in the comments how you felt about it. And thank you for watching this video and see you in my next one. Bye!